Good morning. Welcome to A Glow Life. Grab a cup of coffee and snuggle in while I read you an excerpt from Chapter 12's journal, starting on 173. Dear Journal, the current situation had jarred me in a way I could not have imagined possible. I met threads of the old versions of me ones I thought I had addressed, and sometimes many times before. Yet, in the intensity of the situation, remaining nuances of the old demanded to be seen and heard. There was no getting away from them, obviously. I could not have fathomed just 2 weeks ago the situation I currently found myself engulfed in. To be locked down in this flat, fighting against the demons of the past, for greater freedom from the confinements which had held me bound for 47 years. At a soul level, I understood this unbelievable configuration would be wholly transmutational. I set the intention to surrender and allow it to purify. It would be another marker, a before and after point in the lifeline of my life, just as the timeline of my life, just as the miracle car accident had been. I knew I would not return home the same woman who had left 3.5 weeks ago. Flooding into my mind's eye came the dream from the night in the little church at the beach house in Delasea. It all began clicking. In the dream, I was walking in a straight line on an alternating black and white tiled floor. There was darkness all around me, as if I was suspended on a tile grid somewhere out in the universe. As far as I could see, the grid of large tiles extended in every direction. A few feet ahead of me there was a small white light. It looked similar to how a candle illumines a darkened room. With each step, the light continuously lit the way before me. I focused steadfastly on it. In the dream, I glanced behind to see a kind of fog, a deep crimson red with golden hues lifting off the black and white tiles, as if they were individually transmutating. The interaction between the black and white created a spiritual alchemy. A purification process was at work. I was curious to know more. However, I continued on pursuing the luminous light. The last thing I remembered was a moment of clarity with the bearer of the light, who was the beloved Saint Anna of the Greek Orthodox Catholic Church. Saint Anna was the mother of the Holy Virgin Mary. I hold great love for both of them. I closed my eyes. A clear understanding of the dream came flooding in. The black and the white tiles each had a purpose in this celestial grid. If I got rid of one color, then the other color by itself couldn't sustain the floor beneath my feet. Both the black and the white were in the process of transmutating. The alchemy between them was essential to facilitate a change or a transmutation into a higher form. Through the visual picture of the dream, I cued in. A spiritual transmutation had been underway since my miracle car accident. Up until now, I did not fully understand the alchemical nature of what had been at work in me, or even how to put it into words. The dream in the little church was powerfully insightful. I began to study ancient spiritual traditions to learn more and discovered a term called spiritual alchemy. I was deeply compelled to learn about it. Spiritual alchemy is a process of inner transformation in which an individual seeks to purify and elevate their soul, leading to a greater understanding of the self and the universe. It often involves symbolism, metaphor, and spiritual practices which seek to transcend the limitations of the physical world and connect with the divine. I continued researching to gain a greater understanding from a global perspective. Spiritual alchemy is seen in a variety of cultural and spiritual traditions. While the specifics of the practice may vary depending on the tradition, the ultimate goal is the same: to purify the self and connect with higher spiritual realities. Please open the book and you will see how I break down all of the different spiritual practices along with definitions and exactly what is spiritual alchemy. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be sure to grab your copy over at aglowlife.com. As you know, I also run cookingwithruthie.com for the past 14 years. So I mix them from time to time. Have a wonderful day.